What do it do, YouTube? It is your boys, CJ and Tro, back with another video. Uh, Today, ladies and gentlemen, I got this up because, well, too sweet me, I guess, Tro. I guess that's all you could
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
There we
There we
go.
go.
We touched
I
each other
felt
through
it.
the screen. Yeah,
Yeah, I felt. I totally felt it there.
So, Tro, this was your show, so why don't you go ahead and tell the people what you wanted to review?
Well,
I'm throwing you under the bus. This is all yours.
I'll take full responsibility. Well, CJ, it feels good to be all elite because we are reviewing the greatest AEW pay per view, AEW Revolution 2021. Because as you know, this channel loves AEW. We love AEW. We love Dave Meltzer. We love Jim Cornette. And we love everybody here.
Folks,
That's what the mission statement of the channel is.
before we begin, please like this video. You don't have to like AEW, but like the video. Hit subscribe. I promise we won't do all shows AEW. I promise. And grab yourself a Pepsi. Oh wait, that's not a Pepsi.
Oh no, CJ. I've
Oh
turned your
no.
I've turned your drink into an elite soda.
Yeah, it is an elite soda, that's for sure.
Is
Uh,
it all
so
elite?
it is. Well, yeah, it is all elite. Revolution 2021, AEW Revolution 2021 took place March 7, 2021 in Jacksonville City, or I mean in Jacksonville, Florida, in Atlanta, Georgia. What?
A segment, or maybe one of the matches.
Okay. And it took place at Daly's Place.
Yeah, that's where they did like all their pandemic shows.
Yeah. On the pre-show, Dr. Britt Baker and Maki Ito with Rebel defeated Riho and Thunder Rosa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thunder Rosa.
it's one of those shows, folks. It's one of
Yeah,
those. But
I, I didn't actually mind this match. I don't particularly like Britt
Britt Baker,
Breaker, Britt Baker.
yeah, like
Um,
the candlestick, the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker.
yeah. I mean, I like that. I like that her gimmick is she's a dentist who wrestles, and that's
Yeah,
actually what she is.
that's
She's a
dope. That's
dentist who
cool that
wrestles.
she's able to bring that. Yeah. Hey, so after this show, do you want to just kind of hang out with me for a little bit and just shoot the shit?
I got to stream. I have my own Twitch account, and I got to stream to build up that fucking crap.
Is that a yes?
I cannot.
You can't?
I cannot. I apologize.
Okay, whatever. Whatever. Go go stream your AEW Revolution show. Anyway, so
I wish.
the show then kicks off with Matt and Nick Jackson, Matthew Jackson and Nicholas Jackson, without Michael Jackson defeating the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho and MJF for the AEW World Tag Team titles.
Oh God.
Tro is already having a fun time, so Tro, take it
Uh,
away, bro.
we got we got the great and powerful young bucks here. The one of the one of the heads of the company. I'm sure that won't backfire eventually. Taking on Chris Jericho, who is just a stand-up guy. All around. Definitely doesn't have any controversy. Just not definitely not going through a midlife crisis at this point. And MJF, who's the only actual good competitor in this freaking whole company, basically at this point. The pride of Long Island, MJF, the best part of AEW, because
I mean,
he's a good when he's a heel, he's a good heel. He
I
he
was gonna
fully
say,
embraces the character.
his babyface stuff.
Take it or leave it.
It is what it is. His heel shit, though, my God, man, that
Yeah,
guy is. I saw one clip where this fan in a wheelchair came up to him and wanted his autograph, and he just goes, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Look what I can do. Look what I can do." The guy was in a wheelchair, and MJF's like, "Oh yeah, well, look what I can do." Meaning, I can stand.
I can stand.
It was a funny little thing.
It's just
Yeah, no, MJF is a
yeah, but
fantastic heel.
yeah,
Or when the crowd chants, "You suck, you suck," to have mother of yours whose basement you live in, she swallows. It's like,
he, it's actually it's impressive how good MJF is, but
yeah,
at this time, Chris Jericho was also somewhat of a hot product. He had the crowd singing
Judas.
when they had crowd. Yeah, they had crowd singing Judas,
I become,
which isn't even
I'm
his best, and not it's not even his
becoming.
best song either. It's just the one
Judas in my mind. Yeah, he's
that's
got
not
a
even his
couple
best
good
song.
songs. I do like Judas. I like
Judas is good.
Enemy. I like Enemy. Have you ever heard Enemy?
Yeah, that's
To
the Royal
to
Rumble '05.
remember
No,
me.
that was No Way Out '05.
Was it Unforgiven 05, you mean? It was
No,
one of
No
the
Way
05
Out.
pay-per-views. Okay. And then there's one Nowhere to Run. I don't know if you've ever heard that one. That
No,
one goes like, "Where do I go? Go from here. All I know is disappear. Nowhere to
He's
run,
not a bad
nowhere to
singer. The
go.
problem is when he just uses
Staring
it.
down the
He
barrel of
uses
a
wrestling to
gun."
promote it.
Yeah.
Like
Um,
he had
he's
that
a
Jericho
talented
Cruise
singer.
a
He's
few
a
weeks
talented
ago.
musician. Very talented musician. I mean,
Yeah,
people
he
sleep
had that
on this.
Jericho Cruise a few weeks ago.
You know who else is talented at music? And you're going to
Too.
be surprised when I mention this name, John Cena.
Of course.
I mean, he's a very talented rapper. Hey, he's got a song out there called "What Would You called If It All Ended Tomorrow," and the chorus is like, "What would you do if it all ended tomorrow? Time running out, ain't no one you can borrow. So or ain't no more you can borrow. So many paths, which ones you gonna follow?" And he's like a storyteller. It's like one of those storytelling songs. He tells the story like he runs into a guy, and the guy tries to he yeah, go listen to that song. That's a great song. And then he's got also he also got Right Now. That's a good song. Kind of an emotional kind of song. He's got he's got his theme song. I mean, damn.
Of course.
So anyway, next match on the card, Ray Phoenix, who's representing the Death Triangle, won a Casino Tag Team Battle Royal for the AEW for a future World Tag Title match. God help us all. And
Ray Phoenix.
in this battle royal, uh, were the Natural Nightmares, Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall.
It's cool to see It's cool to see Dustin.
Yeah, the Dark Order, the Dork Order, as Jim
Oh,
Cornette calls them.
oh God, the Dark Order.
The Inner Circle, Santana and Ortiz, who, quite frankly, they should have done more in AEW, but whatever. The Seidel brothers, Evan Bourne, I mean Matt Seidel.
Yeah,
Oops,
poor guy.
facts. Um, and Mike Seidel. The Dark
Yeah.
Order again, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. The Gun Club, Austin and Colton Gunn. The Pretty Picture, Peter Avalon and Cesar Bonani. Bononi, something like that.
A very funny sounding name.
Yeah, Bononi. Uh, Noni. No, the Varsity Blondes, Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison. Brian
Oh, look at
Pillman Brian
that.
Pillman Jr. is now in NXT as Lexus
Yeah.
King. Then we got Bear Country, which is Bear Boulder and Bear Bronson's. Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus. And I don't think the
Oh
jokes about Jungle
shit!
Boy could be made, but we're not going to do that here. Leo
Come on,
Glass from
you don't want to
Crimea
break
River.
you don't want to break that glass ceiling there.
Facts.
Tony Khan's
Bye,
still
love
pissed
you.
off at him.
No, love you. Sorry, my parents were leaving.
Tony Khan. You fucked up when Tony Khan's actually pissed off at you,
Yeah,
and he's still pissed off because
but
for as much of
hang
an
on.
idiot.
I equate Tony Khan being mad at somebody to when your father says, "I'm not mad, I'm disappointed."
Well, that hurts worse though.
Yeah, you're right. Also in this
But
match, so I said the Jurassic Express, the Butcher and the Blade and the Butcher. I think that team name speaks for itself. That's what the Western's names are. And then we got Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn, followed by SoCal Uncensored, whatever that means. Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. Then
oh,
we
that's
got
cool.
the Death Triangle who win this thing. Pac and Ray Phoenix. Pac came back to life.
It's Neville.
Yeah. Uh, Followed
But
immediately by more members of the Dork Order, Alex Reynolds and John Silver. If you can't get gold, Silver is the second best.
yeah,
Yeah. Any thoughts on this battle royal?
you know, I mean, it was somewhat entertaining. I mean,
I mean, I'm gonna
it,
be
it was
real. I'm gonna be real. I didn't watch this pay per view. I'm just reading off the card, and
oh
you give
boy,
your opinions. I'm giving my opinion on the wrestlers themselves, not the match. But
oh god,
please,
no,
what do you think of this match?
it was entertaining. It was a fun match, and you know to see Jungle Boy before he fucked up everything, and they
Yeah,
for AEW was absolutely hilarious because what you have to do to piss off Tony Khan because for as stupid as Tony Khan is, he at least
he-
is able to put together like, well, this idiot's the reason why CM Punk left AEW and is now doing shit for WWE.
yeah, yeah.
All because he's all because he said real glass, cry me a river. You
Facts.
pissed off you
CM
pissed off
Punk,
the wrong guy you weren't supposed to piss off.
CM Punk will actually be on Raw this upcoming Monday, I believe.
Yes.
So, yeah, big props to CM Punk for getting the fuck out of there when he did. Uh, then we got
'Cause,
uh, Hikaru Shida defeating Ryo
you know,
Mizunami for the AEW Women's Championship. Um, and there was a tournament for this Women's Championship match. So there was a big tournament. So in the first round here, Thunder Rosa defeated Layla Hirsch. Serena Deeb defeated Riho. Ty Conti defeated Nyla Rose. I don't know why Nyla Rose was in this tournament, but whatever. I'm not going to go there. If you know, you know. Um, Britt Baker defeats Maddie Rinkowski, who's also in NXT now. Did you know that?
yep.
Huh?
Yeah.
Do you know Maddie's name?
No.
It's Ren something. I'm trying to find the name. Hang on. Sprawls might go next. There we go. I'll find it. I'll find it if she's listed. Oh, she's not even listed. Oh, wow. I thought she'd be. They don't have some people listed on the NXT roster for some reason. I don't know why. Um, see if I can find her. Anyway, we'll come back to that later. Then we got Yuka Sakazaki. Yuka Sakazaki defeating May Saruga. Vinny defeating my dad. Love you. We got Vinny losing to Emi Sakura, so Emi Sakura moves on. We have Maki Ito losing to Ryo Mizunami, who wins the whole tournament. Obviously, I just said her name, and Aja Kong. Oh, I know Aja Kong. Defeating Rin Kidurka. Those were all first rounds. So then we go to the next round where Thunder Rosa beats Riho. Nyla Rose defeats Britt Baker. Yuka Sakazaki defeats Emi Sakura, and Rio Mizunami defeats Aja Kong. And we go to the final four here. The final four: Nyla Rose beats Thunder Rosa. Rio Mizunami defeats Yuka Sakazaki. And finally, in the finals of this tournament, Rio Mizunami defeats Nyla Rose. So, did you watch any of this tournament, Frank? Or Tro, whoever you are?
I'm not. If we were Frank, if I was Frank, I would not. There would be no AEW show.
We'd all be better off.
I didn't.
Oh, oh, that
You
was
know,
me.
you're setting yourself up for disaster, CJ. You know that.
Excuse me, that one
You,
hit.
you you have no idea what I have planned for you.
Fireball.
This is my this is my revenge story.
Any thoughts on this
We're,
tournament or any of these women?
I thought it was a fine tournament. I didn't really watch the tournament. I just watched this match.
Mm. Any thoughts on the match?
It was a good match, very entertaining, and now Japanese women wrestling isn't exactly my thing, but they
Mine
entertain me
either.
enough.
You know, so for women's wrestling, so I don't know if you know this about me or not, Tro, but I am actually like a huge women's wrestling fan. A huge, and I have to preface this by saying not that mud stuff or that pudding stuff, actual women's wrestling. Now, I'm not a fan of the Japanese style personally, or even the Mexican style, quite frankly. But I do watch the British wrestling, the British women. Um, I do watch. Uh, uh, I do watch the Canadian stuff, women's wrestling, and I do watch American wrestling as well from all parts of the country, north, south, east, west, you name it, I watch it. Um, and I got to tell you, one of my favorites right now, her name is Megan Bain. She goes by Megasis, and she is fantastic. And I strongly suggest you go check her out. She's one of my favorites. I have a whole YouTube channel for myself. It's for my own personal enjoyment that I have a whole bunch of women's wrestling matches on it. And just to name a couple, I'll give you some. And yes, I do have a couple of WWE ones. So I got there. So just to name a few that are on my channel, I have Britt Baker, Tessa Blanchard, Santana Garrett, Miranda Vianette, Notorious Mimi. I have like Charlotte Flair matches and Trish Stratus matches. Uh, like I love women's wrestling. I'm not going to get into it too much,
You know,
but just know I love that stuff. So I'm a huge like women's wrestling aficionado. Like I can name women wrestlers you've probably never heard of, Tro. You ever heard of Taylor Hendricks?
yep,
You ever heard of Melanie Cruz?
yes,
You ever heard of Ava Everett?
yes,
Skylar? Marie?
yes.
Bullshit.
So I'm not.
What color hair does Skylar have?
You're saying if I heard of it, it doesn't mean I've seen her.
Okay. Have you ever heard of let's go for a deep cut here. Let's go for a deep cut. Lizzie Evo or Evo.
Nope.
Okay, there we go. You ever heard of Jamie Hayter?
Yep.
How about Kira Chimera?
Nope.
Okay, how about Leavon Dutch?
Yeah.
Vanessa Craven?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Heather Monroe?
Yep.
Okay, you're special. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Just know I'm a huge women's wrestling aficionado. Um, so yeah. Then we get, oh God, Kip Sabian and Miro with Penelope Ford.
It's Miro Day.
Yeah, Miro Day defeating the best friends Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy. Oh,
Ah,
oh,
everyone's favorite wrestler. It's Orange Cassidy. You know, I will say that it actually, when Orange Cassidy actually does do spots, it is actually a little impressive when he does like have his hands in his pockets when he does a dive. I do find that like at least somewhat impressive because he's not even uses his hands to like adjust himself. He's just hoping that his body that they catch him. Like it's a cool visual, but otherwise it's not exactly my style. The whole no selling and then
So, so
leg
I'm actually
kicks.
gonna I'm actually gonna say this about Orange. I've come to love Orange Cassidy. Not love, but I've come to enjoy Orange Cassidy is a better word, I guess. And what I mean is he's not for everybody. All right, let's just put that out there. He's not for everybody. He does no sell quite a lot, but the way he does it is at least kind of entertaining. The guy, because the wrestler that he's wrestling will like lightly kick him, and he'll be like, "What the fuck was that?" Because the guy doesn't sell. So the guy is like, "Okay, cool. You touched me with your leg. Cool." Then like the guy will punch him. Okay, cool. You poked me. Whatever. It's like
Yeah,
he's calm, cool, and collected. But then when he needs to, he can turn that son of a bitch up and kick it up a notch. So I think he's very entertaining. I like Orange Cassidy, folks. I like Orange Cassidy. Sue me. So
what is up next?
next up, we have Hangman Adam Page defeating Matt Hardy in a big money match, whatever that meant. The winner received the losers 2021 first quarter earnings. Boy, if this ain't inside baseball, bruh.
Matt Hardy. Oh, what are you doing? Matt Hardy, what are you doing here?
And
Where's
folks,
your brother?
this is your daily reminder. Don't drink and drive. But cheers.
Don't don't drink and podcast.
Oh, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I am feeling good, so we're good. Um, any thoughts on this match?
It's Matt Hardy in the year 2021. What a time to be alive. We just got done reviewing that WrestleMania 25 review with his brother.
Uh-huh. And this wasn't that.
No, it wasn't that quality.
No.
I thought it was entertaining enough.
Next match, Scorpio Sky defeats. Okay, now check this one out. Now just go on this ride with me, folks. Scorpio Sky defeats Ethan Page, Lance Archer, and Max Caster, and Penta El Zoro, and the man challenging the
Yeah.
longest reigning WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion of the modern era. Of course, I'm talking about the big dog, Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. I acknowledge him, Cody Rhodes.
You see, I knew there was more to the show than just that hardcore that ending. We get to see Cody
Cody Rhodes, the
lose.
man challenging for WWE's biggest championship on their biggest show of the year for the second time in a row, headlining with The Rock as well, lost to Scorpio fucking Sky. God damn it! Where's my beer?
It's fucking fun.
Shit! What is this about? Go ahead, Troy, defend this shit.
It's fucking shit.
What?
I'm done. I fucking love it forever.
What's up? Hello?
Hello.
Yo, who are you talking to?
I was frozen.
Yeah, go ahead, defend this shit about Cody Rhodes losing to Scorpio fucking Sky.
Look, Cody. Cody Rhodes had about a year left. I think this was. I guess when they had the fans back, it was right around the time when they started churn on him because he was basically doing what he's doing now in WWE and AEW, except those fans didn't particularly like it because it's not good enough.
By the way,
And he's also a
by the
member of the
way,
family.
I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
Oh dear God!
Yep, here we go.
God
We're
help
having
us!
fun now.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Tro, get ready, buddy. Um,
Oh shit!
so you're not going to defend Scorpio Sky beating Cody Rhodes?
Yeah.
Okay. What if David Flair beat Cody Rhodes?
You see, I'm not going to talk about that man because you said we shouldn't talk about that man. So I'm not even going to bring him up.
Thank you very much. Next one. Darby Allin and Sting. It's Sting.
Timely. How very timely of this match.
Yeah. Defeat Team Taz. Boy, that lasted about an hour. Uh, Brian Cage and Ricky Starks in a street fight. Because of course, if you're gonna have Darby Allin in a match, why make it a regular match? Let it be weapons involved.
COVID was still around. I'm surprised they didn't brawl to a hospital and have Darby Allin fight a COVID might get a coughed on by a COVID patient. Like, oh no, he's now has COVID and he's wrestling. Oh, what will kill him?
Without a
What will
mask.
kill him? Without a mask, and he's right next to an elderly man who's probably having breathing problems.
Yeah.
It's Sting.
I hate Darby's finisher, by the way. Can we just acknowledge that his finisher is fucking stupid? When he gets on the top rope and he just jumps off like back first, stupid. That's a good way to fuck your back up.
Look, he wanted to climb at first. I don't think he really cares about his body.
My mom has a bad back, a horrible back. So to see him doing that, it's cringy to me. Just because I know what a bad back does to a person, and I don't want that for Darby. And I it hits right here for me personally. By the way, Tro, before we continue, want to hear a funny fucking story? So before I say this, I'm going to say this right here, right now. My parents have been married for 31 years in a loving relationship. Okay, neither one has been abusive to the other or whatever. So there's no reason to think that when I tell this part of the story. Okay, so on Monday, my parents I came out of my room and my mom had her purse on her shoulder, right? And I'm like, "Oh, mom, are you leaving?" And she goes, "Yeah," like she was crying, right? Like she made it sound like she was fucking crying, right? And I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 mom, are you crying?" And she goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, why are you crying?" She goes, "Because your dad's a dick." And I thought they got into like an argument or something, like a verbal argument or whatever. Because your dad's a dick. And then she goes out to the garage. And then she goes, "Gotcha." Like she had, like when she said your dad's a dick, my dad was in his room. I wanted to know what was going on, but I didn't want to upset nobody. So I just stood there and I froze for about 2 seconds. And then mom goes, "Gotcha." And I'm like, "Oh, you got me." They weren't really doing anything. I'm like, "That was good acting, mom. That was good." And then she did it again the other night too. She was like, because they were sitting next to each other on the couch, which normally my dad sits in his chair, she sits on the couch. And on that night, they were just sitting on the couch together. And I'm like, "Is everything okay?" And mom goes, "No." And I'm like, "Mom, are you faking again?" And she goes, "Yeah." And she starts cracking up laughing. I'm like, "What are we doing?" So, no, my parents, it's all good. It's all love. Nobody's upset. Nobody's, don't get that idea. My mom is my parents are both fantastic. Like I said, they've been married for as long as I've been alive. So,
Sorry, what is up next?
yeah. Up next, the beer. No. It's the main event.
Yes, the main event of the evening, the greatest
Go ahead.
match
Go
in
ahead. Go ahead,
AEW
Tro.
history.
Tro,
So
you.
we,
I'm gonna let the beer take over. You take this match over. Go right ahead,
we
bro.
got we got John Moxley taking on one V1. I'm surprised he didn't blade himself on the way there against Kenny Omega. And in an exploding barbed wire match, now mind you, death match. Popular in Japan.
This match, boys and girls, sponsored by Fireball.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you could breathe out a bigger spark than what happened here. And yeah, so they do the end of the match. I believe it went to a draw, and the countdown for the explosion is coming, and they were pretty much hyping this up like the ring's gonna explode, something bad's gonna happen. They have, I forget who they have covering John Moxley. They have him covered, and it's just sparklers just pop out of nowhere, and it's not even really pyro, just poof, and there's smoke everywhere, and they're like, oh dear God, is John Moxley okay? Oh, it was amazing. It is the single greatest moment in AEW history.
Yeah. Eddie Kingston came out, saved his little
Yep.
buddy. Yeah. Sparks will fly, as Drew McIntyre would say.
Sparks will fly.
But you know what? To be honest, I think Sparks flying would have been bigger pyro than this shit.
Yeah. They could have just fucking played Cody's pyro again.
You know what's funny? I have the AEW video game, right? I bought
And
it.
Cody's in there.
Hang on. I'm hesitant to play it with my nephews because because one of the matches you could do is exploding barbed wire. I don't know that I want them exposed to that sort of violence quite yet. One of them is only 7, the other is only 4.
They'll think that's cool. And it kind of is. I mean,
well,
not the way AEW did it, but
yeah, you know what wasn't cool, Tro? Making me do this fucking show. So thanks a lot.
Okay, well, what's the show that you want to do?
No. You're choosing the show, bro.
Oh, you're sure about that? Okay, this might be drunk CJ talking, but you're kind of sober CJ's kind of freaking not like this decision that drunk CJ's
sober
making.
CJ's going to delete this fucking show now. All right, go ahead. What do you want to do next?
So last night, me and Frank were talking, and I randomly brought up a certain someone. And I also remembered I haven't done a weekly show yet.
God damn it. God damn it, Frank.
So, I don't remember how this guy came up, but let's just say I guess me and Frank will be reviewing one of his matches. A show where he has 2 matches is what me and Frank will be reviewing. But I think we should be reviewing his last match.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be reviewing the darkest possible show I could think of in this dark mind of mine. We are reviewing the June 19th episode of ECW, which involves the last match of Chris Benoit.
Fuck!
Hold on. He'll take on Eliza Burke for an opportunity.
God, Tro! What the fuck?
For an opportunity to face off for the vacant ECW championship
Frank,
at
Tro.
vengeance.
I keep wanting to call you Frank now. That's the beer hitting. Tro, what are you doing?
We have
No,
you shouldn't have made me watch WrestleMania.
well, to be fair, that is a 2-night issue, so I guess this will be a 2-episode issue. But Jesus Christ,
You
dog.
look at what you've made me. Look, Benoit isn't the only thing on the show. I'm pretty sure there's a CM Punk match. And if you look at the Benoit match without knowing what's going to happen about a week from the match, I'm sure you'll look at nothing but darkness because he faces Elijah Burke.
Elijah, not Eliza.
Elijah Burke.
There you go.
It is
Elijah's
last-
a
it is-
nickname, bro. Fuck out of here with that.
It is
Elijah short
last
for
match.
Elizabeth, bro. Anyway, look, folks, if you enjoyed this podcast, please like the video, hit the subscribe button, do all that fantastic shit. Take a sip of beer.
Yeah, you might need that beer for that show.
Till next time, he's Tro. Enjoy his last show. I'm CJ. Yeah.